Hello everyone, thank you very much for clicking and for watching the video. If you're new to the channel, welcome. This is the free game collection. We're building a game collection and we're not spending any money on it whatsoever. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you stay around. If you're a return subscriber, welcome back. Thank you very much for joining me. Hope you've been looking after yourself. So this week I have had a fantastic week at the CARBOOT sale. Absolutely useless at charity shops, Vinted and all the rest of it. But I went to the Saturday and a Sunday CARBOOT this week and did absolutely fantastic. Loads of stuff, which is brilliant because I'm not about next week to do any of this. I'm too busy doing other things. So I was completely prepared to take a week off. But I've got so much stuff, I've decided what I'm going to do is I'm basically going to split that into two smaller episodes that I can put on one each week. So that's the plan today. So what I'm going to do, I've got loads of PS3. I just got loads and loads of PS3 this week, as you can tell. Well, yeah, that's loads. That's a good stack of stuff there, isn't it, for a weekend? So I'm going to do all the PS3 stuff now, then we'll do all the other stuff in the other episode. So let's stop wasting time. Let's jump straight into it, because this is what we're here for. So I know I've just said all PS3 and I'm about to pull off an Xbox 360. This came with the console I'm about to show you. It was just in the bag. It doesn't have the power supply, so it's like the 10p trade-in. So just disregard that, that's just there. But I picked up a console. We always love picking up a console, and it is, of course, like I just mentioned, a PS3 Slim. Now, I paid £5 for this. I know, absolute bargain. But he had a couple of, I think it was DS games just sitting around. And I asked if he had any of the gaming stuff, and he goes, I've got an old PlayStation in a bag somewhere. I was like, oh, which one that is? He pulled the bag out that was actually on the floor. I would never have looked in this bag, never in a million years. A little tiny like blue Happy Shopper bag, would I have thought that this was a PlayStation inside it. He opened it up, it was disgusting. There was 2 live spiders in the bag just walking around it all. It was horrible. When I asked him how much he wanted and he said a £5, I was like, oh, that doesn't work. I know that's not gonna work, but it came with this, and this is in cracking condition. I had a good little play with the controller. That should be absolutely fine. So we always say assume that things don't work. I did, but I knew I was safe because I'm going to get £10 back just for the controller if nothing else works. So that's why, although it looked disgusting, was a £5 and I was a bit dubious, I of course picked it up. So does it work? Unfortunately, no. It does that thing where if you turn it on, it turns itself back off a few seconds later. Now, I have managed to fix a couple of PS3s in the past if they just need a bit of a clean out, or some stuff has moved around in them. I should have recorded this when I did this. I didn't have the foresight to do it. When I opened this up, I have never, ever seen a console inside the way this one was. He said it had been in his dad's attic for a couple of years. This has been in an outside or a shed or something, because I think it was dust inside, but it had the consistency of soil, and there was dead insects inside it. How the insects got inside, it must have been through the fans, but it was, I've never seen anything like it. It was disgusting. I had to put marigolds on to clean it. I'm not usually too fussed with a bit of dirt and grime, but this was absolutely disgusting. I had to clean the table down after doing it, but I got the Hoover out, I got all the rubbing alcohol. I did actually manage to get it a bit better. It does stay on sometimes now, but not all the time. So CX won't take it, and obviously I had to take off the warranty seal to have a look inside it. So I think this is going to be a spares and repairs, but I'm probably just going to stick this up for £5–10 spares and repairs, because I know these things can be fixed. It's not too far gone. It just needs someone with a bit more skill than me. And I got £10 in that anyway. So I think I'll be okay. But yes, unfortunately, PS3 Slim does not work. The longest I managed to get it to work is I had a quick go on Modern Warfare 3 with it, and it worked for about 25 minutes till it decided to turn itself off. So there's potential for it to be fixed, just needs something else. But the controller, I'll give that controller to CX and do that separate, so we'll be fine. But it's actually surprisingly heavy, the PS3. I'm just going to set that down over there. So that was the console. Not terrible, not as good as it could have been. Plenty of games. So these games actually only came from 3 separate purchases. So the first one was just a game on its own, paid £1 for it. Grand Theft Auto 5. Seen this loads of times. Case is battered. I'll stick a new case in it before I take it into CX. I think you only get £1 for that anyway, so that's just going to be washing its face. This part here, now this was disappointing. I was disappointed in myself. So I was walking around, there was a guy getting a load, and I noticed he had a bag full of games. I asked if I could take a look. He said yes. There was no one around me at the time. Absolutely no one. I casually started looking through. He's pulling out these games. There's 30, 40 PS3 games. I noticed some good titles in there. I went really blasé. I know how competitive my CARBOOT is, and for some reason I just slowly started going through. Before I knew it, the other sellers were there. And 1 or 2 guys took some games that I'm really annoying myself because I held a load and just put them down. I don't know why I put them down. It's like I forgot everything about everything I know about doing this. I had, is it Super League Blitz 2 or something on the PS3? It's like a £25 game. Had it in my hand and knew it was worth something. And I just put it down to keep looking, and it just disappeared from in front of me. Ratchet and Clank Nexus. I need that one. I had that in my hand. Put it down, whipped away from me. So I'm really annoyed at myself because I don't know, I just phased out, and I was really frustrated with myself when I walked past, because I should have known better than to put them down. Should just stood there holding them all so no one could take them. But I still got some crackers. So £2 a game they wanted. They weren't budging on price, which, to be fair, they'd only just showed up and I only just got there, so I don't blame them. But I got some really good ones. So Fear 2. Great game. These were really popular especially Fear 1 when it came out. They're relatively scary as well. I love my horror, and I do have a thing about small girls with long black hair. Freak me out, you know, like The Grudge and things. Yeah, I don't like them. But yeah, Fear 2, great. It's worth a bit more on the Xbox 360, but that's perfectly fine. Ratchet and Clank, a cracking time. Yeah, I've got this one already. I picked it up. It's a Ratchet and Clank game, so I just kept hold of it. You don't get too much more than £2 for that one, to be honest. It might just be wiping its face, that one. But Ratchet and Clank on the PS3. Oh, I should say as well, all of these are in beautiful condition. He said at the time he looked after his games. Every one of these discs looks like they've been through a disc cleaner. They're fantastic, so really chuffed with that. Taught myself this one the other day, Lord of the Rings Lego, one of the more pricey Lego games. Not so much again on the PS3 than on the 360 at the moment, but still a great game to have picked up. We'll be doing well for that one. So this one, I thought, I got really excited with this one because I'd never seen it before. Genji, Days of the Blade. Never seen it before. Seems to be a PS3 exclusive I don't have, so I'm probably going to be keeping hold of this. I don't actually know what I'm going to be doing with some of these because there's some good titles here, and I know that the PS3 is on the up and up, so I don't know whether to trade some in or keep them for a longer. We'll see towards the end. But Genji, Days of the Blade, I don't know what it's about. It is Game of the Year 2006 Best Artistic Design, apparently, so could be a pretty game. It looks like a Dynasty Warriors type thing. But yeah, seeing that, I need to have a little look into that one. Resident Evil, Operation Raccoon City. I've got it on the 360, don't have it on the PS3. I love Resident Evil, as you know. This game, it isn't fantastic. It does get a bit of stick, and it is warranted. It's not a great game, but on the PS3 for £2, I'll be fine. Pick that up. You don't see it too often, to be honest. This one I was well happy with. Naughty Bear. So this is like Hitman, but with teddy bears. It's pretty good. I've got it on the 360. I've gave it a quick go. This goes for decent money at CX. I think they charge about £10 or so for this. I don't have it on the PS3, but again, this is as the price of PS3 and Xbox 360 goes up, I feel like this is a game that might be on the up and up. So I'm deciding whether to keep hold of that or not. But Naughty Bear, great game to keep an eye out for. This one I got excited for. So Gundam Targeting Sight. I got excited because it appears to be Japanese on the back. CX do sell it. I don't really know if this is going to work on my PS3. I haven't tried it yet, but I've never ever seen this. I thought it might be worth a little bit. Oh, that's another one. He had Dynasty Warriors Gundam as well, which somebody else took off me, which, I mean, again, I've got it on the 360, but I really like that game. I'd have loved it on the PS3, but hindsight and all that is great in it. But yeah, Mobile Suit Gundam Targeting Sight. It seems to be Japanese on the back. I'm hoping it works. I don't have that. Does appear to be a PS3 exclusive, so I'll be keeping hold of that one. So some great games, and I paid £12 for those, sorry. So they weren't budging on price, like I said, and I got 7 off them. Yeah, he gave me 1 for free because I was buying so many, and I paid £2 for the rest, which was nice of him. So yeah, nice little collection of games there. Some really good titles in there you don't see every day. Straight after that, annoyed at myself because the ones I just let go, I just walking off and I just stumbled across these. Someone literally threw them in front of me in a bag, and I was like, oh, fantastic, that's what you want. £1 each for these ones. I was on form at this point. I was holding everything at this point. I only left about 4 or 5. I was just standing there holding them. £1 each for these, and they are, oh no, sorry, one at £1 each. I paid £6, but I got 7. They gave me 1 for free, so I bought the majority of them. First one, Red Dead Redemption. Seen it loads and loads of times. Great condition. These are all in good condition as well, to be fair. Red Dead Redemption on the PS3. Cars 2. Some of the Cars games go for quite a bit. This one, not so much, but it's not bad at all. I don't have it. I've got it on the Xbox 360, not the PS3. Lovely condition. Cars 2. Might keep hold of that one, might not. Don't know what I'm doing with these either. Sims 3. This is a bit more of a common one. I think I do only get £1, maybe £2 back for it max. So I just picked it up. Why not? You can't, you know, when you're in the moment, you just gotta go for it, haven't you? Fantastic game. Tekken 6. I think I picked this up once or twice before. I seem to remember talking about it. Love Heihachi, love King, lovely condition. This is Platinum, and it's PS3, which means at some point in time people are going to go crazy for it. So I don't know if I'll keep hold of this one for the time being. I think CEX still sell that for about £8 or something. So great. I've got it on the PS3, played it to death. Xbox 360, getting on confused today. Played it to death. I don't know if I'll keep that one. Minecraft, PS3 condition, little crack in the case, this one. I've already got it in the collection, so I'll probably be moving this one on. Got this a couple of times, Sega Mega Drive Ultimate Collection. I've got this on 360. I got this on PS3 as well, so I'll definitely be moving this one on. But again, beautiful condition. This one is absolutely cracking. I may put some of these on Vinted. I'm not sure just yet, because some of them are in really nice condition. And this one, I've already got this one on PS3, but not in this lovely case. Look at that. It's like a slip cover, which is in beautiful condition. Street Fighter 4. It's also got, yeah, it's got like a collector's hint book, which I haven't seen before. The condition of this is absolutely mint. It's like you've just picked this up off the shelf today. So I think I might keep hold of this one and trade in the version I've got on the PS3. But that's absolutely lovely, that is. So yeah, £6 for those isn't bad at all. So I haven't spent too much with this set of PS3, and I think I've got some really nice titles in there, and I'm interested to see what's going to happen with the console. But yeah, I am going to do that thing. I'm going to go to CEX, and I'll be back in a minute. And I am back from CEX. I've also done a little bit of Vinted. I've done a little bit of Facebook Marketplace as well. I've got a bit of variety this week in regards to where I've sold everything, and it's gone really well. So let's do what we do. Let's take away what everything you just saw cost us, 24 quid. Let's take £24 away. Not too much for everything we picked up off on this little PS3 bundle. So, unfortunately, the PlayStation 3, the console, didn't work. Could not get it to work. Had another little go at it, but I ended up putting it up on Facebook for spares and repairs. Someone purchased it off me for £10. Which is fantastic. So we only spent a £5 on it. So we got £10 back for it. So we doubled our money even though it didn't work. Not only that, we kept the controller, sold it just as broken, and this guy said he could fix it. So I hope he does, really do, but £10 for that, fantastic. Also, what we've got, I've wrote it all down here. So on Vinted, I put some stuff on Vinted, and I also put some stuff up on Facebook Marketplace. Red Dead Redemption, £3 on Vinted. The Sega Mega Drive Collection, £4 on Vinted. And then Tekken 6 and Street Fighter 4, I had them up separately on Facebook and on Vinted. Someone had said, would I take a £5 for the two on Facebook? So I got £5 for those two, which meant I only actually had to go into CX and just get £2 back. So Ratchet and Clank, we got £2 back. I'm sure if you've just done all that math in your head very quickly, you'll realise that came to £24. So it's £24 back up there. So another week of getting it for free. It's so simple to understand. We spent 24 quid, we bought everything in, and we got 24 quid back for that. It's easy peasy. Didn't make any money, but who cares? We don't need it. But we've got some voucher. We certainly have. So Fear 2 was £1. The Sims 3 was £1.60. Grand Theft Auto 5 is £1.60. And we got £14 for the PS3 controller. So £18.50 on a voucher. Fantastic. Let's take £18.50 there. So to get double our money back from the broken PS3 plus 14 quid back on a voucher for just the controller, absolutely brilliant. So absolutely fantastic. Really glad with that. Nearly £20 on a voucher. Brilliant. And I've actually kept some stuff this week, which is great. So some of these PS3, as a lot of you probably know, I don't collect really for PS3. I'm more a 360 person, but I do have sort of like a little side pile of PS3 that I sort of keep hold of. I took a look at what they were going to give me CX for some of these games. They're in lovely condition. They're only giving £3 or £4 on a voucher for some of these, and then selling them for £8, £9, £10, something like that, £6. And I just thought, you know what, I'm probably going to keep hold of these because there's some nice titles in here, and I think these will do more for us later down the line. So I'll put them to the side, and I think because they're already free, we can get more out of them later down the line. So the ones I'm keeping hold of: Cars 2, Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City, quite chuffed to be keeping hold of that one, to be honest. Minecraft, Lego Lord of the Rings, that's one I think will definitely shoot up in price in the not too far future. Again, same with this, Naughty Bear, keeping hold of that. It's already at like £10. I can see this going to £20+ pounds in a year's time, so keeping hold of that. So those ones I'm going to keep hold of for the future. The two I'm definitely adding to my PS3 collection because they are PS3 exclusives and I don't have them. Genji, Days of the Blade. Had a little look at this. This looks okay, actually. I'm going to have a little go at that. And Gundam Target in Sight. That one doesn't look as good. It doesn't look as good. Probably because I enjoyed the Gundam Dynasty Warriors. I was hoping it would be a bit similar to that. It doesn't appear to be. But this week, we have got all of our money back. 24 quid. Lovely jubbly. We have got voucher, nearly £20 for free. more lovely jubbly, and we are getting hold of, how many games is there here? 7 PS3 games. If you walked into CEX now and tried to buy these off the shelf, we've paid nothing for them, we've gone free. I think there's nearly 50 quid worth of games there, which is fantastic. I think they're just going to go up the PS3s, the same as the 360s. It's becoming their time, so I'm keeping hold of them, so I couldn't be happier with this. Now, don't go away. Don't click anywhere. I've started looking at my analytics, and I'm aware at this point most of you now click away, and I don't blame you, because we're all done and dusted. But there's something I want to really quickly ask you. If you're watching this video now, there's a good chance that you've probably watched a good few of my videos looking at the analytics, and I just want to ask the question. I'm after some feedback on how we can make it better. I really enjoy doing this, but I'm a creature of habit. So you probably notice all my videos follow a very strict, they're all the same. They start the same. We do our bit. We go through the little transition to CEX. I go through the seat, what you just saw, and we end like this. I get comfort from it. But I want to make the videos as good as possible. So I'm hoping that you could put something in the comments on how we can improve the video, how we can get the series even better so you enjoy it more. If you've watched this, if you're at this point, you probably put 15 minutes of your life into watching this, even if it's on the side while you're doing the washing up and you're just listening to me. I really appreciate it, and I want to make it as good as possible. So I'm just after some feedback on how you would improve it. So for example, I love GIFs. I put loads of GIFs in my videos. Not many people do that, if any. Am I putting too many in? Would you like even more? What about the length of the videos? A bit shorter, bit longer? Would you like me to put more in of me going around doing the car booting? I enjoy that, but I'm quite blasé when it comes down to recording when I'm at the car boot. So do you want to see a bit more of that? Any feedback you've got, if you don't put in the comments very often, have a go at it now. I will reply, I promise you that. Stick something in there, just how would you improve this series? Because I want to make it as good as I possibly can, and I've been meaning to ask that question for about 4 or 5 months, and I keep forgetting, but I remembered before I turned the camera on this time. But thank you very much to anyone that does that, and thank you to everyone for joining me. Take care of yourselves.